I just feel very inspired, very fired up. I just recorded an audio training in my program, Strategy Alchemy, and I talked about this. And I thought, you know what? Let me go online and talk about this with you guys as well. I very much hold the belief that every single day your life could change. And because I hold this belief that every single day your life could change, I've had many quantum leaps happen in my business. I've had quantum leaps happen in the beginning when I started my first health coaching business. I went from zero to at that time 12K within just a couple of months of not even understanding what I was actually doing. I went from really, when you look at the trajectory of my life, living in a very small place to living in my dream apartment now. I've had all these quantum leap happen. I had all these quantum leaps happen for this very reason that I did not subscribe to things needing a long time to change, and B, for them to be difficult to change. The only reason why it feels difficult or hard for your life to change, it's because of your beliefs. Because right now, your external world is a mirror of what's going on within you. And if you find yourself really struggling with creating the life that you want, you got to ask yourself, how am I a match to my current external that I don't like? How am I a match to this? Because clearly a part of you is. And whenever I do this work, whenever I look within and I ask myself, how am I a match to the current results that I have? I can clearly see the beliefs that I hold, and I can clearly see the actions that I take that are not serving me. And the moment I combine my beliefs and my actions and I can see the picture so clear, that's when everything starts clicking into place. And then I realize it is my responsibility to shift my beliefs, to shift what's going on within me, and to shift how I see myself and the world. I would look at other people and I would ask myself, why is their life changing? Why are they having those quantum leaps? Why are they living their dream life? And I thought they were different. They were special. They must be more talented. They must know more. They must know something I don't know. They must have a special place in heaven. I don't know. And I realized, no, just because when I see, okay, let me rephrase this. When I see them have this, it's actually a sign for me that it's possible for me too. There's nothing special about other people having quantum leaps, about other people living their dream lives, about other people making all this money. There's nothing special about them. The only thing is that I see myself as different to them. The only thing right now is that I see myself as I'm not there, I'm different to them, and that's why I can't have what I want to have. It feels like I'm creating a distance between them and me, which shows in my limiting beliefs. I'm not good enough, I can't do this, I'm not meant for this. So I want you to ask yourself right now, where have you been telling yourself that changing your life is difficult? That creating your dream life is difficult? That making more money is difficult? These are all beliefs. And because you have these beliefs, your actions, of course, match those beliefs. And then your actions are going to lead to the unwanted result. So we got to reverse back engineer. We got to ask ourselves, well, if I want for things to be different, what do I need to believe instead? Now, to take it a step further, I want you to also understand that the reason why we have certain beliefs is because they live within our nervous system. The beliefs that we are having today are an accumulation of all of our past experiences that we've had, the good and the bad experiences, right? The experiences that shaped the way that we see the world, that shaped the way that we see us, that shaped the way that we think we're capable of certain things or not. And these beliefs are living in our belief system. Not belief system, in our nervous system, my brain. These beliefs are living in our nervous system. And so this is where Your body right now believes this is my safety net. I've had these beliefs for so long. They clearly were formed very early on. They're now living in my nervous system. And this is familiar territory for me. So, when we think about quantum leaping, when we think about changing our life, when we think about making more money, creating our dream life, whatever it is that you want, we got to step out of that familiar territory. Because right now, our current beliefs, I want you to imagine you have a bucket, and in this bucket, you have all these limiting beliefs. You have all the beliefs about you and the world and all of that kind of stuff. And this is the familiar bucket. Here on the other side is though where your dream life lives. This is where your dream life happens. This is where you make more money. This is where you're more visible. This is where you're more successful. On the other side of familiar territory is unfamiliar territory. You've never been on the other side. You've never experienced what it feels like to live your dream life or to have the things that you want, to make the money that you desire. And for your nervous system, this is unfamiliar. And anything that is unfamiliar for your nervous system feels unsafe. Even though on a conscious level, it does not make a lot of sense, right? On a conscious level, we are like, how can what I want feel unsafe? How can more money feel unsafe? How can more visibility feel unsafe? How can my dream life feel unsafe? But this is where the saying comes in, people choosing a familiar hell over an unfamiliar heaven. And you're doing this too. You're doing this every day. People do this every day. They decide to stay in the same patterns that are keeping them stuck because it's familiar, because it's easier to stay in the familiarity, because it feels safe for the nervous system. Even though you probably wake up every day and you tell yourself, oh, I wish life would look different, or I wish I would make more money, or I wish I would have more people come into my world and buy my products or services. And I know you're saying this to yourself, and it doesn't matter which level of success you're in. I guess you still have goals that you want to achieve. You still have something you're striving towards. But you got to understand that at the end of the day, why it feels hard, why it feels difficult right now, is because your nervous system is standing in a way and is scared of tapping into unfamiliar territory. And the moment that you do that, your old limiting beliefs are pulling you back, and it's happening all unconsciously. And your limiting beliefs are like, well, remember though, you're not good enough. You can't do this. You're not meant for this. All the things that your limiting beliefs are telling you, all the things that your nervous system is trying to make sure it keeps you in your safety bubble. And that's why you got to learn how to stretch yourself. You got to learn how to regulate yourself. You got to learn how to reprogram those beliefs and bring yourself to that next level. You got to learn how to create safety within your nervous system with where you want to go. You got to learn how to create safety with your nervous system, with your growth, with your expansion, for it to no longer scare you, but for it to stretch you, for it to show you what's possible. And every day you got to play with the possibility that your life could change this very moment. I wake up every day and I'm like, every day my life could change. I wake up every day and I say to myself, no matter what obstacle comes my way, I got it. No matter how challenging today is going to be, I got it. I am excited to learn. I am excited to explore new territories that maybe I am not aware of, I'm not familiar with of. And when I do this, I am priming not only my body, but my nervous system to now believe me that I'm safe, even in the expansion, even in the unfamiliar, even when challenges are coming up, even when things are difficult. I repeat it to myself every single day, right? And because I do this, my nervous system starts to learn growth is safe, expansion is safe. I got myself when there are challenges. I got myself when things become more difficult. And because I do this over and over and over again, I reprogram my mind, and I also create safety in the expansion of my nervous system. Now, for my entrepreneurs out there, I actually have a free masterclass come up, which is called The Wealthy Nervous System. in this 2-day free masterclass, I'm going to talk exactly about what I was just talking about. We're going to explore your nervous system, how it's blocking you from your wealth, from your success, from the income that you want to create. And this masterclass is for 2 days. In this masterclass, I will be actually doing a somatic practice with you. So it's going to be very powerful because what we're going to do is explore your relationship with money. And somatically, we're going to do an exercise that will allow you to heal and break through that limitation that is living in your body. So if you want to sign up right after I end this live, I will put the link down below. I highly recommend you join. I've done the masterclass a couple of months ago and we had over 700 women join and sign up, and it was amazing. It was so much fun. So if you can make it, do make it. It's going to be powerful. It's going to shift a lot of things for you. This is not just a lot of information I'm going to throw at you, but you're actually going to do an exercise with me that will really break you open to that next level. So I'll see you there. Sending you so much love. And until the next time, bye-bye.